Blessed be. Today is August 30th, and it's National Toasted Marshmallow Day. I appreciate a nicely roasted marshmallow, and personally, I like to put forth the effort to make sure it's done right. So if you are roasting your marshmallow over the open campfire, I like a little stash of coals shoved to the side, and I want my marshmallow to look like it's got a sun-kissed tan when it's done. Just that light golden brown all the way on the edges. I am not the crispy burnt marshmallow eater. I have my standards for my marshmallow. So I think a well-roasted marshmallow is worth the wait. Today and yesterday at work have been really productive, really good days. I finally got my 8.5 by 11 little title block completed. It's just kind of designed to help sales and give them some visual representations of the way our system components may look in space. Maybe how a panel will go on the wall, things like that. Kind of keeping them generic, but can help them get some ideas across when talking with customers. So I made a PDF, sent it out, and hopefully I can get some feedback if they feel that it could be a useful tool. Do we need to change anything? Do we need to scrap the whole idea? They'd never use it. I don't know. But I did my part. I made a little piece happen, and all we could do is see if that noodle sticks on the wall or not. I'm glad I got that done. Today at my team meeting, it was a great meeting. We spent time, I had one of my peers, because I didn't know how, so this was a chance for us to have a group conversation, and again, make sure everybody's on the same page with our accessibility. So we're using SharePoint, and it was mentioned at a meeting yesterday to see if us users were notified by any method when somebody made changes to files in SharePoint. And I think I've received some, but I don't receive all. And I was like, I don't know what the default settings are or even where they are. I just kind of new to SharePoint, just never put it into practice. So we spent time at the beginning of the meeting where one of the gentlemen spent a few minutes just kind of showing us where those 3 dots and where to click. It's literally just push that and there's an alert me and it opens a pop-up window. So you're kind of saving a little profile for the alert. And there's of course various factors, how often, when what particular items happen, stuff like that. And so we all learned as a group how to enable that feature for all those who attended the meeting, because not everybody can make it. It is a voluntary meeting to attend. I spent a few minutes showing the updates I was doing to the, this master template. And some other guys had started messing with it, but when I was looking at it, I realized that outline space for us defining layout areas within model space, their frame was slightly too big for the new title block. And they all weren't even the same size, so I couldn't handle that. It's AutoCAD, we're precise. So I took my file and then I started really messing around with the space. So I'm mimicking the same kind of layout, the 0 pages, 1 pages, 2 pages. They seem to like a vertical rise within the numbering convention, which I'm all for. And I created a block that it's a dynamic block with the linear array, and it just stretches up at 300 feet, the interval for that model space, outline space. And then I got to cover named views and how to use that and how easy it is to just drag that space up, create a named view for it. If you need to create a new sheet, and then through that viewport, you can link and zoom straight to that named view. Trying to reiterate, I was like, this is going to become a part of our process. And it's so easy, it's so clean, it's precise. And if you don't pick up on this, it's just going to reflect badly on you as this becomes official and you feel you've got your own way of doing things and you don't embrace this. But if you can't do it more precise and quicker, you're just kind of wasting your own time by not adapting to this. So I wanted to reiterate, there's a certain point where while CAD is very individualistic on how we use it, there are certain tips that you just really need to embrace because they work with the automation we're building into all this new stuff. So hopefully, again, the people who are attending are people, it's volunteers, so these are people who are interested in this kind of growth and change. It's the guys who don't show up that I feel will be those ones to hesitate more on embracing these new policies and procedures. So, but all in all, nobody's been a hardcore negative Nancy about it. Everybody does seem to be on board for growth and change, and everybody goes through that process differently. So definitely no strong, hard no people, but there's definitely been encounters where some of these guys are like, well, I'm just used to doing it my way. I feel like I could do it quicker doing it the other way, the way I've been doing it. It's like, no, you just have muscle memory that way. You just got to learn a new workout routine. And then when the automated processes become your process, your speed will accelerate beyond your belief, because these practices, they've had no automation and things here, so you can only go up. But a bunch of great guys, we're all getting through growing pains, and one day at a time. Yeah. The other thing we got to spend a few minutes on where the gentleman presented, because I haven't done this at this job, which is sending a secure file. Again, mentioned at the meeting yesterday about access since the company's gone through an acquisition. And we got somebody walked us through their steps, and we all tested out to see if we had access to the same things based on which company, from what we've left to who we've been purchased by. And we were able to access it. So that was nice. Personally, I still don't have a use for it, but I do know how to do it if I need to. If you'd like to hear more entries into the CAD Witches Grimoire, don't forget to hit subscribe. And until next time, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.